Now, what are the last great naturally aspirated cars that are disappearing this year? And which car prompted this episode? Now, find out all of these answers to these questions and many more on this episode of the Collector Car Podcast. Okay, this is a call out to my listeners. I do not have a lot of sponsors for this podcast on purpose because I don't want to waste your time with products I am not crazy about. Well, I do have two that I am crazy about. The first one is LLC TLC. This is where you can save money on your car registration. Every year, you can set up a Montana LLC and pay no sales tax on your vehicle purchases, which is really amazing. Now, you can also permanently register your classic cars in Montana to avoid any annual renewal fees. And as your registered agent, LLC TLC will handle everything for you, so you never have to step foot in Montana to take advantage of this incredible offer. Now, as a listener of this podcast, they are offering 30% off your entire package. Now, to get this, simply go to llctlc.com/classic or mention this podcast when you call them directly. My other big sponsor of this podcast is Euro Classics out of Dayton, Ohio. Now, that's Euro Classic with an X.com. If you want to reach them in person, you can reach them at 937-299-1311. Now, this is where I get all of the work done on my Porsche. I just had my GTO in there. My Mustang's been in there. It is the place to go if you want awesome service at an extremely competitive price. So when you go there, just ask for Dale and tell him that I sent you. So I thought it would be fun to review some of the naturally aspirated cars that are disappearing from the market as I record this. It's a pretty sad time if you ask me, as everything's going electric as we speak. I think there will be some that hang on for a little bit longer, but these are the ones that are disappearing right now. Now, which car prompted me to make this episode? Well, if you know me, you know I like all sorts of cars, muscle cars, supercars, Porsches, and it was actually a Porsche that prompted this. So if you go back in Porsche's history, the last naturally aspirated non-turbo performance car is the 2016 Carrera S. So if you would like to get one of the last naturally aspirated Porsche, go to 2016, buy one of those very special cars. I'm trying to find one right now. I drove a 2013 a couple days ago, and it was absolutely fantastic. If you have one for sale that's in the general Midwest area, please let me know, and I would love to talk to you more about it. So in 2017, even the base engines had a turbo. So I thought, you know what, let me dig into this a little bit and find out what is going on. All right, the first car on my list is a 2023 Corvette, base Corvette, as well as a Z06. The Z06 base price is just over $109,000. Now, this is from Road and Track. Let's see, both the normal Corvette and its high-performance Z06 counterpart are committed to naturally aspirated power, but the Z06 is the one that brought one of Corvette's most important badges back from the world of forced induction. The C7 Z06 was supercharged, but the C8 Z06 makes it 670 horsepower from a LT6 V8 that revs to 8,600 RPM. It makes for an unforgettable driving experience. Now, this is from previous podcast guest Matt Farah, writing for Road and Track, just a little snippet of his driving impressions. GM reverse engineered the Ferrari 458 Speciale and brought it to market in 6 years. The powertrain, a naturally aspirated 5.5-liter monster that revs to 8,700 RPM and makes 670 horsepower in the process, is the most exciting new power plant since Porsche's 4-liter NA6. It screams, but unlike the 458 Speciale, one of the wildest, most unhinged cars in Ferrari's lineup, which is mostly exclusively made up of wild unhinged cars, the Z06 is sticky. The front end with its track ready alignment and Cup 2R tires never runs out of grip. The giant pie pan ceramic brakes are astonishingly good, and the whole package is balanced enough that within just a few laps, you're beating your personal bests. Again, that is from Matt. All right, next is the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse. Base price just under $60,000. Yeah, right. Let's see if we can get one without a dealer markup. The first model year of the next generation Mustang will be headlined by a new performance variant, the Dark Horse. The newest Mustang package boasts over 500 horsepower and a series of track-focused options, making it the most hardcore Mustang you can buy in 2024. What's interesting, I know they've had a production delay. Let's see if any are actually delivered in 2024. All right, Road and Track Lucas Bell continues. Despite the ongoing EV revolution, Ford has managed to keep the traditional pony car alive with the debut of the all-new 7th generation S650 Mustang. While a new version of the world's best-selling sports car is already exciting on its own, the all-new Ford Mustang Dark Horse model promises to be the most powerful, track-oriented car to ever carry a 5-liter V8 under the hood with a targeted output of 500 horsepower. There is some serious kit that you can get with this thing. Silly name aside, the Dark Horse arrives as the first all-new special edition Mustang since the Bullet was first introduced in 2001, whereas nameplates like the Mach 1 or GT500 carry a certain amount of historic expectations from customers. Global Design Director Joel Piaskowski explained to Road and Track that the move to the S650 generation Mustang opened up a new opportunity for the Mustang team. More specifically, the new platform allowed the automaker to push the boundaries of what a Mustang can and should be. All right, next is the 2024 Chevrolet Camaro SS, base price just over $41,000. The 6th generation Camaro is on its way out the door, but as of right now, you can still buy one. The current SS might be your last chance to get a Camaro with a naturally aspirated V8, so we suggest acting sooner than later if you're in the market. Now, this is from Car and Driver. Chevrolet announced today that the 6th generation Camaro will end production after the 2024 model year. The last examples of the muscle car are set to roll off the line at the Lansing Grand River Assembly Plant in January of next year. While there is no direct successor waiting in the wings, Chevy promises that this is not the end of the Camaro story. So I believe this article is referencing this January. The 6th generation ran for 9 years, selling a healthy 72,705 units in its first full year on sale in 2016. Yet it was never able to reach the heights of the 5th generation, which crested the 80,000 unit mark in 5 different years, and sales dwindled to just under 25,000 units in 2022. A special collector's edition will arrive for the Camaro's final year, although Chevy has yet to provide details on what it includes. As for now, we just have a shadowy teaser. The automaker did divulge that it will have ties that date back to the development of the 1st generation Camaro in the 1960s, and reference that Camaro's original codename, Panther. The package will be fitted to the RS and SS models, as well as a limited number of ZL1 variants. All right, next we're moving to Mopar, and we are going to go a little deeper on this because there's quite a few examples or special editions that have been released I'd like to talk about. All right, the 2023 Dodge Challenger RT, the base price is just under $41,000. The Challenger as we know it is about to be phased out in favor of a new electric range of performance from Dodge. But unlike the Camaro, you can still get a naturally aspirated V8 in your Challenger for the time being. RT models can be optioned with a stick too, which we recommend. They're called the Last Call Special Edition packages. I'll run through these. The most famous one is the Demon 170. So the Demon 170 has over 1,000 horsepower, 0 BS according to this ad. With next level engineering, the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170 features the first ever 1,025 horsepower production Hemi engine, making it the fastest vehicle ever produced in the brand's 100-year history. Interior design is performance-driven with minimal approach, cloth interior, carbon fiber accents, and Alcantara steering wheel. All right, one of the other options is the Black Ghost. Now, modeled after its mighty ancestor from the 1970s, the Dodge Challenger Black Ghost Special Edition is making a return to the lineup as an appearance package available on the SRT Hellcat Red-Eye Widebody. This build adds 10 horsepower to the engine, giving it 807 ponies. Now, this is a famous car from the late 1960s, early 1970s called the Black Ghost, a Hemi that would troll the streets of Detroit Woodward Avenue, racing other cars and winning. and it was iconic. It was eventually discovered that it was a police officer. He might have been retired at the time, but the police officer is the one that owned it and raced it. It came out of hiding a few years ago, famously sold at Mecum Auction, I want to say for over $1 million, and it had an alligator vinyl roof. And so this limited edition model also has that alligator vinyl roof. All right, next is the Shakedown Special Edition. As an original Dodge product design office concept, the Challenger Shakedown is being recreated for the 2023 model year. The Shakedown Special Edition features a matching exterior and interior finished with mean red and black styling and is available on the RT Scat Pack and the RT Scat Pack wide body models. All right, next is the Swinger Special Edition. Now, there was a Dodge, I think it was a Dodge Dart Swinger Edition back in the 70s. The Dodge brand paved the path for American muscle in the 1970s with its high-performance Swinger models. As an ode to these beasts, the Challenger RT Scat Pack wide body will have an available retro-themed Swinger Special Edition appearance package available for 2023. Okay, I'm just going to run down what is included with this package to kind of give you a little insight. The exterior has Gold School Challenger Grill Badge, Gold School Painted Shaker Hood Scoops, Gold Scat Pack B Rear Spoiler Badge, Retro Green Side Stripes, Swinger Exterior Graphic Vinyl Graphics, 20-inch Gold School Wheels, Monochrome B Fender Badge, Gold School Wide RT Grill Badge. Interior has wood grain texture, aluminum bezels, Swinger IP Badge, Napa leather trimmed Alcantara seats with green stitching, basil green console door, door interior accent stitching, white face gauges. Sounds pretty cool. That would be a neat ride. All right, let's see. Two more from the special editions. And this one I wasn't aware of. The 345 RT Fender Badge. 345 is a cubic inch designator on the historic 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine. That's interesting because 5.7 liter usually think as 350. Technically, it probably is 345, but I've never heard anyone describe a Hemi engine as 345 cubic inches. For the final production year, the Dodge Challenger RT will come standard with a bright 345 badge to replace the original Hemi fender badges as a salute to this legendary V8 engine. The available blacktop package will include a black version of the 345 badge. Now, what is the blacktop edition? Standard with blacked out exterior badges and interior accents, the Blacktop Special Edition package delivers top-of-the-line performance upgrades to the SXT and GT rear-wheel drive models, including a high-performance suspension and the performance handling group. All right, so that sounds like a cheaper option for the lower base models versus going crazy with the super high performance, super expensive Challengers. All right, let's move past Mopars and let's go German. All right, the next naturally aspirated engine that is disappearing is the 2023 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS, base price $163,000. These are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. The recipe for a Porsche Cayman GT4 RS is as straightforward as you might hope. Take a Cayman GT4, add the flat six from the masterful 911 GT3, reap the benefits. The resulting car is a memorable mid-engined Porsche, bringing the best of the brand's iconic car to a completely different platform. I've heard these are absolutely stunning, wonderful to drive, they're beautiful to look at, pretty wild. I love them. All right, next we're sticking with the Porsche to the 2023 Porsche 911 GT3, base price $171,000. The Cayman's engine comes from our 2022 Performance Car of the Year, the 911 GT3. In its original application, the engine is slotted at the rear of the car in Grand Porsche tradition. The resulting car is extreme, high revving, and unforgettable. All right, let's go on a lower price point now. We've got a couple here that are under $30,000. The 2023 Toyota GR86 price is just under $30,000. When the GR86's predecessor launched in the US as the Scion FRS, it caught some heat for choosing to forgo a turbocharged engine for smaller power from a naturally aspirated engine. That choice has aged well, and a more powerful four-cylinder engine is a great fit with the second-generation car. Next is its sibling, its Subaru sibling, the 2023 Subaru BRZ, priced again just under $30,000, but ironically $120 more than its Toyota counterpart. Like the GR86, the BRZ is even better in its second iteration. A balanced setup, rear-wheel drive, and a manual transmission all complement each other to deliver one of the best affordable driving experiences on the market today. All right, let's multiply that by 10, and you have the 2023 Lamborghini Huracan. Now, its price is just under $250,000. Lamborghini's entry-level Huracan might be the smaller of the company's two supercars, but its powertrain is anything but. Sitting behind the cockpit is a 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10 we absolutely love. There is no telling what engine its replacement will use, so if you want to experience Lamborghini's V10 greatness before it's gone, get your order in now. Now we're going to its sibling, which has a V10 that is based on a Huracan, the 2023 Audi R8. Now this price is only $161,000, almost $100,000 cheaper than the Lamborghini. Not quite as high-strung, for sure. Since its reveal 16 years ago, the mid-engine R8 supercar has always used naturally aspirated power. Whether you go for the base-level V8 available in early models or the 5.2-liter V10 found in the current version, you can't go wrong. Now, I think the V8 version is underappreciated. I've heard some horror stories about maintenance on the V10, especially after a number of years, so I would love to have one of the V8 versions. All right, next is the 2023 Lexus LC500. Now, this is priced just under $96,000. On the other side of the Toyota sports car world, Lexus has been selling an exceptional Grand Tourer since 2017. The 5-liter V8 that first came to prominence in a less powerful form during the original run of the ISF finds its perfect home in the dramatic luxury coupe, which blends extreme styling with all of the driving joy you expect from a big sports car. These are quite eye-catching, beautiful cars, whether it's a roadster or a coupe. I don't think you can go wrong with this car. All right, two more to go. 2023 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Price is just under $30,000. The Indy Generation MX-5 has been on the market since 2014, but it has never stopped being excellent. Mazda's small sports car is long-lived for a reason, and although the engine may not be the focus, it does add to what makes the MX-5 so special. Good thing Mazda seems committed to making them, quote-unquote, forever. And lastly, for the naturally aspirated cars that are disappearing, the 2023 Ferrari 812. Now, the price on this one is just over $430,000. Ferrari's business may mostly be built around mid-engine turbocharged sports cars, but the excellent front-engine 812 soldiers on. The big V12 is still turbocharger-free and mounted in front of the driver, making it one of the most unique performance cars on the road as the last of a grand tradition. All right, so let me know your thoughts. Did I miss any? I'm sure I did. I just did a quick Google search across the interweb, and these are the ones that I have found. But what a time to be in the automotive world. All these incredible cars, and I know they'll still be great even with turbos. It's the demise of the internal combustion engine, the ICE engines, that I think is really going to be distressing whenever that occurs. But like I said, these are some great cars. You can get them now, get them while you can. And if you have 2010 to 2016 Porsche 911, I don't care if it's automatic, PDK, or manual. I do not want a cabriolet, but I'm trying to find a Carrera S. Please shoot me a note, Greg at thecollectorcarpodcast.com. Or if you even have a 14 to 17 or even 18 or 19 Cayman S, I think that would be very interesting as well, or a GT4 or a GTS. I'm kind of looking around for one of these cars to have some fun with. Stay tuned for future episodes here. It seems like everybody liked the Guess the Hammer from last week. I'll try to do those a little bit more often, especially after some of the big auctions. So as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I will talk to all of you next week.